Supreme Court has been sympathetic to lawyers and said, look, especially defense lawyers, you have a constitutional right to defend your client. On the other hand, when prosecutors go out and allegedly pollute the jury pool, the defense has to have a right to go out and speak as well, because the only people guaranteed the right to a fair trial, not prosecutors, defendants. And that's what the Supreme Court said.
Right.
So fast forward to Diddy, that there was a press
But
conference.
wait, before you get
Oh,
to
come on.
Diddy,
People
there
don't
is
want to
a
be,
law.
you're not a law professor. Come on.
Yeah, they do. You'd be
I
surprised at
know.
how
I
many
would be
people.
surprised. I think people want to
You
hear
would.
about what you said about a six-pack of white women.
But I'm not going to go there
Okay, but
anymore.
I
But I
okay,
will
but
talk
hold on,
about
hold
that.
on. You can't
Okay.
deflect. You can't deflect by being a
Why?
professor.
Why is that deflection? I want to talk
Okay, we
about
get the
the
law.
backdrop of this.
We get the law. But here's okay. I gotta ask you a couple of questions. The judge
Yes.
said that he was going to listen to, because I've seen the transcript. We got a copy of the transcript. So the judge said, "You do it one more time, Garrigus," and essentially he said the prosecution is going to ask to cite you for contempt, and it sounded like he'd be sympathetic. So that's the way I read it. And and then he said, "I'm going to be listening to the podcast." So two things. One is, um, I'm wondering how you feel about the whole six-pack of white women. Second thing is, it seems like the judge is excluding you from the gag order because he said he's going to be listening to the podcast as opposed to saying to you, you can't be on it.
Well, I don't think, see, that's another misnomer. There isn't, to my understanding, a gag order. What's being invoked here by the
Prejudicial
government.
publicity, same thing.
Yeah, no, it's different.
Kind
There
of.
is there's a qualitative difference. And I know you don't want to hear the history of it,
Oh
but
God, no! I swear, I'm
you're a
like the
you're a
last thing I want to hear.
California,
Oh,
I know, but you're a California lawyer. California used to have a rule in the days.
Mark.
That rule was already said it didn't stand muster because it didn't have a safe harbor. You can't, as a defense lawyer, be restrained from responding to various things that are put out there by the
Got it.
prosecution.
Got it. Okay, Mark,
You don't seem to want to.
at all,
address the First
because I know what
Amendment
you're doing.
at all.
Mark, I
Yeah.
just want to ask
Harvey,
any comment.
Harvey, I have a question.
No, 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 no,
Do
no, no,
you
no,
have a
no.
no, no, no,
Come on, Mark.
Harvey?
Mark,
I
everybody
know
wants
what
to
you're
hear you.
doing.
Everybody, Mark.
I,
Oh,
Harvey, I look. There is a pervasive view that just because you're on TMZ and you're my podcast partner, that somehow